All right, let's try this again. Holy crap, you guys. I'm so sorry. This is ridiculous. Oh, I just want a color. Yeah, I don't know. This is absolutely nuts. All right, let's see if somebody comes in and tells me that it's better. Okay. Beats the hell out of me, honey. Okay, let me know if you still got a really bad lag. For some reason, this router was supposed to make things better, but I'm thinking it made it worse because I have worse connection now than I did before they changed the router. Jeez, a pizza. This is crazy. But I'm going to give it a day or so. So, they can't say, well, give it time to, get warmed up and connect to everything, whatever else they might say. Wow. All right, what color do we want to do her hair? Um, let's see. Do we want to do? Ow. Is the lag any better or is it worse? Okay, so I think we might be able to do. Okay, 14-second lag. Okay, guys, there's nothing I can do about it. It is pretty windy here today, so let's hopefully that it'll ease up a little bit, the wind will go away, and we can have a decent stream. Because I really, really, really don't want to deal with this today. I just wanted to add some color to paper. I didn't want to go through all this. I forgot all about him coming today. I'm not a. I flick a little bit, you guys, on hair, but not a lot. I don't color like everybody else does. I just color. Oh, it's got glaze on it. See? And the light's hitting it the wrong way, so. But yeah, they look normal if the light doesn't hit it. I probably set my hand down in it and it was wet and it smudged it, but yeah, it's got like a glaze on it. So yeah, the light's hitting it the wrong way. Okay, I'll stop. Whatever you say. Yes, ma'am. No, I wasn't comparing. I just letting people know that if you're wondering, why I'm not doing certain things, it's because I just don't do them. And yes, Miss Lori is one of my fans. If you can have fans coloring. Can you have fans coloring, Lori? I don't. What a crazy afternoon. Good thing he likes dogs because Ozzy just thought he was great. He's like, man, I'm going to spend like a half an hour greeting my dogs now. He says, because they're going to smell you, Oz. I'm like, yeah. Welcome to my world, because if I go anywhere, trust me, when I come back, Ozzy is smelling. He wants to know who we seen and what we seen. And if it was another dog, he's going to be upset because he's the only dog supposed to be in our life. Miss Ange is probably not going to be back in for today because she's getting Munchkin from school. She might make it back in before we get off of here if she makes it back home in time, but usually she takes Munchkin out to get something to eat on the way home. Ozzy is snoozing behind me. He's like, okay. I had some excitement today. I went for my walk. I've been outside. Some people came to see me. I'm good. You're my groupie? I like that, groupie. She's my groupie. That's funny. It's funny. I hate it when my streams are so messy. And I say that because, you know, you're in and out, in and out. I hate it when it happens. It just kind of, I don't, it upsets me. So I'm going to sit here and just kind of calm down a minute because you all know how it goes when something upsets you. You know, you got to take that second to just breathe. Just breathe. So what are you going to do with the rest of your day, Miss Lori? Are you coloring? And if so, which one are you coloring? Because I know you're probably doing like umpteen doesn't color buddy colors. I think I'm supposed to be doing one, but I don't remember. That's a lot of my problems. My memory sucks. I mean, literally. I can't remember shit. Yeah, we went out yesterday, day before yesterday. I don't remember. And we stopped in and seen my son at work. And he sat into my cast. Mm. I don't. I think I have. Is it the European one or is it the Asian one? I don't remember. It's one of them. I'm curious now. I think mine's the Asia one. I don't know. I have to find it in my books and look. But I'm pretty sure that's the Asia one. Yeah, we can do another buddy color in the. Which one? In the Teresa? I love doing Teresa. What Teresa do you want to do? Or we can do it in a different one and you know, come up with something that makes it a little bit more interesting if you want. Like make it monochrome or whatever they call that. Or we can just do anyone and do it however we want. See, that's the joys of just coloring because okay, let me pick. Let's do. I think we did afternoon tea last time. So let's do I'm trying to think which ones you have and which ones I have that we match together. Do you have Gnome Sweet Gnome? I haven't worked in that in a while. I want to pick one we haven't worked in like forever. No, okay. How about here? This is much easier to do it this way because I can't see. I can't see. Okay, let's see. We got spring scenes. Do you got spring scenes? That's not. That's not Teresa, is it? Is that Teresa? I don't think that's Teresa. Tell me which one's Teresa. I gotta put her books in like. You want to color in that one? Because I haven't colored in that one. Like, I don't know if I've even colored in that one ever, to be honest. And it's spray. All right, let's find it. Oh, sorry. Spring scenes right here. Ow. All right, let's see if I've ever colored in it, guys. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Oh, I started a page. Oh, yep, I did. Back in 2020, 6 years ago. All right, I picked a book, you picked a page. That's cute. You got to download Restream on your phone so we can at least get you up here to talk. You don't have to show your pictures. You just got to talk so I could hear you. Huh? Okay, I'll give you a minute. 10 minutes. Take your time. I'm just looking through it because I haven't seen it in a while. We're not doing a picture with a bunny. Man, this is detailed. Like, seriously detailed. Ooh, I like this picture. Bet you she's already done this one. Because this one's cool. I know I told her to pick, but I like this picture. So let's see what she thinks when she comes back. So we'll set it right there and we'll keep messing with the hair. No, don't hurry up. Nope, just do your thing. I ain't going anywhere, so take your time. I'm just putting some color to some hair. Hoping it's going to turn out the way I want it to. So I'm doing the darkest gray with the darkest color. And then for, this is for people that's kind of scared to do grayscale. And then the medium gray is the one that you do like the medium color. Like I'm using like the darker brown, and then I'll go in with the medium brown and do the medium shaded gray that like comes off the dark brown. And then you just do the light with the light. Grayscale is so easy. I love doing grayscale. It's one of those ones that you almost kind of don't really have to think about. It kind of does it for you. It is windy and cold here, but it's almost over. This is the month that we get the last bit of snow that's coming, and I think we did that day before yesterday or yesterday. And that'll be it for that. And now it'll start warming up. By that it'll be like 40s and 50s, and then it'll start going into the 60s, and I even think we got like 170 degree or 68 degree day coming. But that won't last yet. We're not ready for that. That won't be till next month. But I'll take the 40s, 50s, and 60s any day. And this is one of our rainy months here in Michigan. Oh, there you go. I think I've seen that. Yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be a good video to do. Yeah, Teresa Goodrich. I heard somebody say the other day they wanted to color a Teresa Goodrich picture, but they didn't know anybody that did Teresa Goodrich. And I was someplace that I couldn't type it in, but I was going to type in your channel name, but I couldn't because I don't know, something was stopping me from doing it. So, yeah, so that would be actually probably be a good thing because I think that algorithms or whatever would pop that out there, and people that are looking to color her stuff would probably appreciate that. Because she does have quite a fan base. Her and Marty Noble and George Dufexis, I think, is what's really made Creative Haven such a name out there. George Dufexis, he's more of a color by numbers artist, or whatever you want to call him, colorist. But yeah, the other two, I think, have really pushed the Creative Haven books a lot. Because I do really like Marty Noble. Oh, I'm trying to hold my picture. It keeps moving on me when I'm trying to do this little part right here. So if I just set my hand on it, maybe that'll help. It's a good paperweight. She said, yeah, you can start doing things. I'm like, what kind of thing? Well, moving your fingers and, using your hand. I'm like, well, what can I use my hand for? Little things. Like what? Nothing heavier than an envelope. Okay, well, I might as well say nothing. Because, there ain't much of anything that's lighter than an envelope. Yep, you can hold an envelope between your fingers. Nothing heavier than that, though. And we don't want you, hanging your arm down. You got to keep it up. You got to keep it up. Okay, so basically, I'm not going to be changing, doing anything, moving my fingers, but I was doing that beforehand anyway, so, fingers get stiff. And it's like, yeah, okay, sure. Whatever you say. All right, so there's that one. And then, do we want this one? No, I think that one's even darker than this one. Well, maybe not. Okay, that's the dark. Oh. Let's do that one. I think. Shit, what one was I just using? Jessica, hold on. I've got hers too. What is her? Um, it's not WYNNE, is it? That's too short. I think it's the MAZURKIEWICZ or whatever it is. I think that's the Jessica. Sarnet is really good too. Yep, that's it. That's the one I was just spelling. Few can't remember the first name, but Sarnet. A few of those. Yeah, but I still think the main people in their company is Teresa Goodrich and Marty Noble and George Tufexis. I think they're the ones that's really held this company and made it such a big thing. Because I'm not sure that any of the other ones are good enough to make it as big as it is. Because Color and Haven is it's a big it's a big thing out here in the coloring community. Like I said, I think it's because of those three. I get these shooting pains through my arm, so if you hear me say "ow," it's because I've either moved it wrong or I'm getting one of the little shooting pains up my nerve. I called them about the swelling today, and they said, "Well, you've actually got 2 injuries." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You got the injury from when you broke it, and the swelling from that, and then you've got the swelling from us doing the surgery." So we kind of consider that two injuries. I felt like saying, "I'm considering you just really weird." But I didn't. Just like, they've done stuff more than I have. I'm not a doctor, so they can think what they want. Yep, I've been in pockets before. I get a kick out of my little brother. He always puts his phone in his pocket. Every now and then I'll get what I call a butt call. They sit down and the phone calls you. You can hear them, but they can't hear you because they don't even know they called you. It's a butt dial. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I'll listen. It's like, what you talking about? What's happening? Every now and then he'll notice. It'll get quiet. He'll be in his office or something, and it'll get quiet, and I'll yell. And he'll stop for a second and what the hell was that? And then he realizes he butt called me. He'll say hi, sis. I did it again, huh? Yep. It's funny. I'm like, you really need a case or a lock, lock your screen so it doesn't do that. I mean, I don't care if he does it. It doesn't bother me. But, it might your boss if he knew, when you were talking to him, I was listening. As he's in there barking at my husband. It's funny. The other day, my husband's trying to get him to speak. Ozzy's sitting next to him, and he's like, "Speak, speak." Ozzy wouldn't speak. He come over to me, and I'm like, "Speak, Oz." Then he give me the little, how he does. I'll say, "Speak like a man," And then he'll give me the deeper bark. Yeah, but he wouldn't do it for my husband. I'm like, isn't that funny? It's like totally weird. You'd think he'd do it for, whoever told him because it's kind of like a trick. But nope, he didn't. I'm the only one that can get him to lay down. He's such a goofy, picky dog. I've never ever seen a dog so picky. This is going to be pretty once I get it done. I like it when you get, you're doing pictures and you can actually see the way it's turning out. And you're like, then you're excited because then you really want to get it done because you want to see what it looks like. Yep, that's kind of how this is happening. It's like, reading a book and really wanting to get to the end because you want to know how it turns out. Doing these really light strands with the medium color because I want her hair to be brown. And I want these strands, even though they're light, to be brown. So we're just putting in the light color of the medium brown on the strands that are flyaways. Because her highlights are going to be, lighter, of course. But her hair is actually brown. So hold on, I'm not looking at chat. Hang on. Okay. I haven't decided what color highlights I want to give her. I don't know if I want to go blonde highlights or if I want to go brownish red highlights. I don't know. I'm thinking. I think both would look pretty. I'm thinking because I got this color right here. And I'm thinking that's going to look really cool. I don't know who that is, so I'm not answering it. I get more spam calls during the day than anybody I know. It drives me absolutely insane. If it wouldn't be such a hassle, I'd change my number, but that would be a serious pain in my butt. It really would. Remind me later, I forgot I have something important to tell you. I made a discovery but can't say it on YouTube. Ah. I will, because now you're going to have me wondering. So, yep. You'll be one of the first person I text when I get off of you. Going, okay, now what? What? I want to know. I'm going to have to lighten that up a little bit. Sorry. That kind of came out of nowhere. Okay, got hair right here on the ear. Those short little fuzzy pieces. We might have to darken up the dark a little bit, but sorry guys, I gotta turn it just a little. That's not a problem. We can darken up the dark. Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm really, really, really bad with that. Um, I'll set it down, and I don't. I'm one of those people. I don't carry it around with me. Um, and I'll do laundry or do something, and it'll still be sitting in there, and I'll go sit down or whatever and start either doing a puzzle or doing something, and I don't think to just check my phone. So yeah, it could be sitting there for a little while before I check it. I guess I'm like too old. Maybe it's I'm used to house phones. You just waited till it rang. You didn't have nothing to check. You ready to ring. Somebody on the other end was talking to you. Mhm. And I really, really just am bad at texting. So yep, Ange and Lorius are forever telling me, Jesus, don't you ever check your messages? Yep, Ange got to the point where she took my husband's number and she calls him now. She'll say, "What the hell's the matter with Kim? She all right?" Yeah, she's fine. Why? Because I texted her 2 days ago. He'll say, "Hey, honey, you got a text from Ange." Oh, shit. Yep, I'm bad. Bad, 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 bad. Right. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would too. I would too. Hmm. He's in there eating his bowl of food. He usually don't eat until later. He must be hungry today. He's a late eating dog. We keep it full all the time because, just like I told my husband, he can't like tell us when he's hungry. He can't just go in there and, grab something and eat. I've never liked doing that. It's like people keep their bowls off the floors and give them their food when they think they should eat. I let mine eat whenever they want to eat. I get hungry throughout the day. What says they don't? So his food and water stays full all day long. Hi, Mr. Oz. Hi, Mr. Oz. Came in here to see what Mom was doing and left. He has to check on us all the time. It's funny. I mean, it's not. He's so attached. I'm glad he is, but it's almost kind of sad because, he gets so wound up when we leave to go somewhere. It's like, dude, we're coming back. Relax. But he's definitely a routine dog. He doesn't like not having the same routine he always has. You know, 90% of the time we're here. And if we're not, it drives him absolutely bonkers. We try to take him with us when we go somewhere, but he's not exactly the mellowest dog in the world. You know. He is getting better, though. I don't like to leave dogs in the car because, it's either cold or it's either hot, and that's not a good thing to do. So I try not to take him if we're going to go inside the store because, I'm one of those people that I bitch if I see dogs sitting in cars by themselves. So I don't want to be one of those people that do that. But the other day he went to the store with my husband, and we've been, every now and then we'll take him if we're only going to be in for a minute, like to pick up a prescription or, a loaf of bread or something. And we'll just take him, and we're in the store for about 5-6 minutes and come back out. Because, God, I don't know if I want to leave him in the car any longer than that, So, yeah, he's doing pretty good with it. He'll get in the very back where the hatch is at, and because we try to face the hatch towards the door of the store so he can see us go in and out. And yeah, he'll be standing in the hatch and waiting for us to come out. It's hilarious, but he's so cute. Okay, so let's see. We're going to try this and see. Cross your fingers that it works, because I'm thinking it's going to. I really hope it's going to. We're just going to do a really light layer just in case. Alright, guys, I'm kind of concentrating. How's your coffee? I think she's still getting it. Either that or she's got it and she's going downstairs. Good, thanks. Yep, you're welcome. Anytime. Alright, I'm thinking I'm liking it, and I think I'm going to have to do like another layer though of all three colors because no, actually it's not. The other day I was craving just toast, just plain old toast. So yeah, I had to get up and make me some toast. It was like, oh, I want toast and I want toast now. So, yeah, I get it. It's like something in our, they say when we get cravings, it's something in our body that's lacking. So whatever's in it. They say that's what we should be having. Back in the pocket while I go downstairs. Yep, not a problem. When she gets downstairs, I'm going to ask her what pocket because I don't want to be like on her butt pocket. Just don't fart. Oh, that was such a bad comment. I'm sorry. Yep. She's probably going like, way to go, Kim. Get me laughing as I'm walking down the stairs with a cup of coffee in my hand. The other day, yesterday afternoon, my husband went out in the woods, and he's like an outdoors person. He loves stuff like that. So he was out there dinking around with his stuff, or he hunts and all that stuff. And last night, after he come home, he took a shower and all that stuff. Um, said that he felt his earlobe was like sore or something. So he reached up and felt it, and he said he felt something on it, and couldn't figure out what it was. So he come over to me. He says, "Do you see something on the back of my ear?" I'm like, "Yeah, it looks like a blackhead or something, just a little black spot." I'm like, so I pinched it and couldn't get it or whatever. I'm only one-handed again, so I'm like, I can't get it. So he worked at it and got it. It was a tick. It was a baby tick. Left side sweater pocket. Yep, it was disgusting. Just a itty bitty one though. I'm like, geez, it's kind of been cold outside. I'm surprised that the ticks are out, but yep, they're out and about already. Yep, a tick. It was a deer tick. Yep. I was actually surprised. So now when we go to the doctors next time, I'm going to have to let them know, because something to watch for. It only takes one. And it takes months for the symptoms to come about. So tell the doctor, and then I don't have to worry about, them saying, well, what month was it? Well, I don't know. Look on your thing. I called you. Put it in his chart, because I'm not going to remember 3 or 4 months from now. And everybody says, well, write it down. Okay, well, how do you remember where you wrote it down? Well, I wrote it down on a piece of paper, but I don't know where I put the piece of paper. I guess that's why why a lot of people keep medical journals and stuff. That would be a good thing to have. That way you can just write it down and know that if it was a medical thing, it goes in there, right? Hey, there you go, medical stuff. Good thing you found it. Did you check him for more? Yep, we did. Yep, we stripped him. We vacuumed the house. We stripped the beds. Yep, washed everything that he came in contact with. Yep. It was a pain in my ass, but yep, it got done. check the dog. Put tick stuff on the dog. Vacuumed all the furniture. Right, yep, that's what I said, like a medical journal type of thing. Yep. Us getting as old as we're getting and can't remember shit, it's actually not a bad idea. I'm gonna have to like start one of those. I've got enough of the things sitting around that I can, like little notebooks and stuff like that it wouldn't take nothing to write it down. I got a book like I got for my coloring books. I got a book for my bills that I keep, a run thing on, and when I pay them and what I pay, and yep. So yeah, I'll have to do that with my medical stuff too, I think. Actually, a good idea. I'll keep Ozzy's in the back. When he had gotten a tick on him, first thing the doctor asked us is, what month did he get the tick? And I kind of remembered, but I kind of didn't. I said it was around this time or around that time. And she's like, yep, that would be the time it would show up. So yep. And humans, I don't know about dogs, because he feels better and he's doing good, and he doesn't have to take the medicine for it anymore, but I don't know if they ever really get rid of it. I know humans don't ever really get rid of Lyme disease. It's not one of the things that goes away. It's treatable, but it doesn't go away. And it really mimics MS. So I'm really liking this hair color. Can you guys see? Isn't it like really pretty? Not necessarily that I want to do. I just said I liked it. I said you get to pick the picture. It's like the storefront or cafe. I just thought it was cute. Damn it, I lost signal again, didn't I? Am I back? This shit's ridiculous. Am I back, hun? Okay. Isn't it cute though? Are you sure? Because I told you, you needed to pick. I just thought it was a cute picture. There's a lot of them. No, that one's cute too. Yeah, there's a lot of cute ones. I just don't want to do bunny. That one's pretty. So is that one. Spring flowers. Okay, I do too. I think it's very pretty. So I want the brown to come out a little more. So I'm going to have to do another layer. Oh god, I went with this color. It looks more like a copper than it does a red. It kind of mixes with the brown like a copper color. So these are actually, the pencils that I'm using are actually Faber-Castell Black Series Skin Tone. The skin tone ones. I'm actually just using them for hair. Why not, right? Yeah, kind of a quiet stream today, but that's okay. We don't always have to be talking about crazy stuff. We can have just mellow, quiet streams. we gotta get the power washer out and power wash my house because the north side of my house has like pollen from the trees on it and stuff, because I got trees all over the place. So like my house is like green. Greenish yellow. Yep. So yeah, I gotta power wash my house and my garage on the north side. So that's gonna be a spring chore. And of course I can't do it until I get this pink thing off my hand. So yep, it's gonna be scrubbing the house and scrubbing the windows and we do the windows pretty much every year, but last year we didn't. But yeah, this year they need to be done. I think last year we painted the porch. And well, the front of the porch, like where the door's at and stuff. And we painted the back door and all that good stuff. But now my dog's got it all scratched up, so now I gotta repaint it. Because he can't just bark, he's got to scratch at the damn thing, and I hate it. It's like, can't you just bark to come in? You bark at everything else. Why can't you just bark to go out and bark to come in? Our other dog would, bark once. He just bark, and that meant, okay, I'm ready. Nope. This one you can't get him to bark at anything but people and other dogs and squirrels and deer. Oh my goodness, I didn't tell you guys. The other day he got loose. Not exactly sure how he did it. He slipped his collar, but anyways, he got loose. So my husband put his shoes on and went looking for him. Could hear him barking in the background, like off in the background. So he headed that way, and he was out in the woods out back. My husband said when he walked up on him, he had was it possum? No. Groundhog? I don't know. He had something cornered. A raccoon, possum, groundhog, something. And he was just sitting there barking at it. When my husband walked up, he lunged at it, but before my husband walked up on him, he was just standing there barking at it. My husband's like, the thing every now and then would go, I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'm like, good thing he's had his shots, because, man. I said, did you check him and make sure he wasn't bit anywhere? He said, yeah. Like crazy ass dog. It's like those things don't play with you. No matter how much you bark at them, they're not going to play with you. That's why I'm a firm believer. And please make sure your dogs are vaccinated, because if another animal gets them, especially a wild animal, it can cause a whole heap of problems for your baby, your animal. Yep, I really like her hair. I really, really, really do. Yep, yep. Okay, we used those two. And I think we used. Whoops. Was it that one or was it this one? What's the other one? I think, I don't know. It don't matter. We'll use one of them. All right, let's see. What do I want to do? I want to do her eyelashes. And I just use a come on. Pens don't like to work on pencil. Yeah, I don't know what kind of pen it is. It's just like a black ballpoint pen type of thing. And it should all the way down. Yep, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Digging it. I want. I want a lot of things. Okay. I have to remember the colors, so I have to swatch them. Do a little bitty swatch. Okay, I don't want a lot of this color in it, but I do want some. Yellows, browns, and oranges go really good together. So do browns and blues. Browns and greens. I'm not a fan of browns and purples, but that's just me. That kind of makes it like Halloweeny. Kind of like greens and reds, you know, you got to be careful because you can end up like with a Christmas picture. I'm not sure if it was My Colorful Country Life or Coloring Optimistic, but one of them did a really pretty like mushroom picture the other day. Or it could have been a year ago video. I watched videos from 4 years ago or so. But it was a pretty red mushroom. And they did like all the leaves and stuff inside of it and everything green and stuff. And I'm like thinking, God, that's really pretty. But the first thing it reminds me of is Christmas. But it was a really pretty picture. Just the first thing that came to my mind was Christmas. And I don't think it was meant to be a Christmas picture, but it was pretty though. Brown with pink. Yep. The dark brown with blue. Yeah, dark brown and blue is pretty. See, I'd rather have, if I'm going to have pink, I'd rather have black. I don't think there's going to be much of a difference between that one and this one. Oh, maybe. Okay. Sorry, don't know you. Starts at 8 o'clock in the morning and don't stop till 8 o'clock at night. Like, it drives me absolutely nuts. That's why I keep it off, because my phone ring constantly like that. Oh my goodness, I think I pitched out the door. Bad enough I have to hear it go me. So I'm not sure, but I'm almost thinking like brown and orange. I wear a lot of blues, and blue's not even my favorite color, but I wear a lot of blues. Okay, so anyways, I'm almost thinking that I would like to do, because I'm thinking these are wings. That's kind of what they look like to me. They look like wings. Like these are the leaves, but these look like wings. So I'm thinking like a glittery gold is what I'm thinking. Is that a flower or a leaf? I'm going to go with a flower because it's bigger than all the other ones. So we're going to go with a flower that's just starting to open. Yeah, most all my pans are like dark blue or black. Got a couple gray pair. I think I got one brown pair. But 90% of them are black. Except for like my summer like capris and stuff. I got all kinds of different colors of those. It depends on which outfit I'm wearing, which day. Summertime, I like color. Like sundresses, shirts. Yeah. I'm colorbound. I'll be glad when I can like wear more than just 3 shirts. Kind of getting sick of these three shirts, but this cast is bigger than the other one, so like, yeah, I ain't getting nothing else on except for those three shirts because I just keep washing them. They're getting a workout. They are. They are. Oh, don't do that. I know MS sucks, but don't let MS have you. You have it. Kick its ass. I just can't say I know what you're going through. Um, everybody's different, so all I can say is be thankful that you wake up every day and take it from there. That's all we can do. But I get the morning for your younger self. Right. I keep trying to tell my daughter that, but watch your ears. Because you and my daughter have the same exact kind, the reoccurring. Believe it or not, people, there are several different kinds of MS out there. And every MS patient is different. I think that's why they have such a hard time finding a cure, because there are so many different variations of it, and even the same variation can work totally different on other like different people. Like just because her and my daughter have the same variation, like the reoccurring, doesn't mean that it's going to act the same way for her or my daughter, or however that goes. It can be totally different symptoms. It's like the strangest disease. But that's why I think they have a hard time finding a cure, because it's just way different. Yep. That's what hers is. There'll be days that you feel really good and everything is great, and then all of a sudden you're having a flare up, and yeah, it's crazy. I'll have to ask her again. I can never remember the letters. But yeah, I'll ask her again. Y'all, I think my girl is looking pretty damn awesome. Let me get you down closer. Okay, let me get the eyes where they're not weird. I'm trying to get her eyes where they're not shining. I put gloss on them and now they're shining in the light. There we go. Thank you very much. I'm pretty impressed with myself. It looks pretty good. Now I'm thinking, should we do an orange dress or a yellow dress? I'm not sure I want all that yellow, but if I do orange, like I can do orange dress and yellow trim. But I've got yellow flowers right there and right there. So that'll be, and then we got green leaves and orange dress. I'm not sure if I want to do orange and green. Maybe we'll just stick with yellow and gold. Yellow, gold, and green. Maybe that's what we'll just stick with. No, if you go on Facebook, they have a, let me see if I can find it. Hang on one second. 2 voicemails. Yeah. All right, let me search. I want the actual group, not the photos. Okay, so there's the actual thing. And then you go on their page and they have all these different free pictures. Like, look at that one. That one's cute. See, all these are free. Aren't they beautiful? They're all free dream downloads. So you're not doing any copyright thing, nothing. Yeah. So look them up because they got all kinds of stuff. Look, I have your flowers that you and Ann sent me as a cover for my phone. I think the orange will clash with her hair too, so yeah, I think I'm just going to do the yellow. Yep. I'll stick with the yellow, golds, and greens. I don't know. I'd have to get onto the site and actually dig deep into it, but I don't know. It said something about the creators share them and stuff, and I don't know. You'd have to get on their site and look. I just look at the pictures and find ones that I like, and they're free, and we run them off. I don't dig that deep into it, so I can't answer that because I have no idea, baby. It says it's a bunch of designers and creators that get together and share their stuff, so I don't really know. But like I said, it's free and you get all kinds of different. If you don't like doing people, they got houses and mushrooms and flowers and animals and I still buy my books and my favorite creators and stuff, but again, it's free. Yeah, because when it comes down to it, I like my books. I'd rather have a book than a PDF, but I don't mind my PDFs either, so. Just gives you a variety of stuff to color, that's all. My husband probably thinks I'm going to start living in here or something. I've been in here like almost all day. Time is it? No, I've been in here all day. I came in here at 1 o'clock. That's all right. I don't do it every day, so. Okay. I'm using my Castle Arts right now because that's what was out. So. Trying to keep it so the page stops moving, but I'm having a hard time. I should be using my clipboard, but it's kind of buried underneath my pencils at the moment. I use it for my swatch thing next to my book. I need another clipboard is what I need. I have noticed, like, if you're going to color, you almost pretty much need 2 of everything. That's almost a necessity. Keeping you company. Yep, and that's what you're doing for me. You're keeping me company. Girl talk. Oh, is it like it's like a clipboard, but it's the big one, the giant clipboard? I've seen those. Yep, they're those are huge. Trying to see what that is. I'm thinking that's part of this. If not, it is now. There you go. I have like one of those plastic kids lap tables that you can fold up the legs and the top opens up and you can store stuff in it. I have one of those. I'm usually on my couch watching television using my lap table. How about that thing? That's actually my second one. My first one I actually broke the legs on, just opening it and closing it, opening it and closing it too much. I actually broke it. So this is actually my second one. Actually, no, technically it's my third because I had a wooden one and the legs would just fold up and then unfold. And I wore the screws out where the legs wouldn't stay folded up anymore. Or wore it right out. That's before I was on YouTube. Now 90, probably 96% of the time I'm sitting in here at my desk coloring. I tried sitting out there in the living room coloring because the circumstances I'm in, but it makes it hard because it's on my left side and the back of the couch is on my left side. So I probably have to move everything over to my other recliner. And then Psycho Puppy's going to get really mad because it's not technically his recliner, but that's where he lays. Is in the recliner. So. But I think I'm going to have to kick him out of it because I can't color on the couch with my arm the way it is because the back of the couch gets in the way. Ow. And if I sit where my arm's not on the back of the couch, then it's hard to see the TV. So our other couch, because we've got 2 couches and 2 recliners in my living room. Yeah, my living room's that big. So my other couch has a recliner on each end, and then we got the 2 reclining chairs. So I might just use the one side of the recliner couch instead of using the chair, because that might give me a little bit more room for my supplies. Yeah, at night my husband and I like to stretch out and watch TV. So when we got the new furniture, we just kept the one older couch. And that way he can stretch his back out on one couch and I can stretch out on the other couch until we want to go to bed. Works out great for us. I agree, 100%. I used to worry about it when I was younger, going, oh, people come over, they're going to see this, or people come over, they're going to see that, or, that doesn't look right. Or, yeah, I don't worry about that shit no more. Nope. If it works out for me and my husband, then that's what it is, because we're here 100% of the time. We get company, sparingly. So I'm not too worried about it. I figure if they don't like the setup, then they don't have to come back. I don't go to their house and tell them where to put their furniture. That actually looks really cool. I think I'm going to take this darker yellow and I'm going to color in between these little things. Watch your ears. Yeah, my husband has to lay on his stomach or his side. He can't lay on his back either. So he'll either lay on his stomach and watch TV or lay on his side. And he's uncomfortable and he can't get comfortable anymore. He usually goes to bed or sits in the recliner. But sometimes during the day he has to stretch his back, so he'll lay there on his stomach and just kind of relax. I'm not sure what that is, so we're just going to color that in. Okay, so then I want to get a couple chairs. That's what we did. When my mom passed away, she had her recliners and all that stuff. So, my son took her couch and all her tables and stuff. But at the time when it happened, my recliner actually broke. So we took her recliners, and then they were super, super uncomfortable. They were just, really uncomfortable. I don't know why she'd pick them, but whatever. They were, like new. My mom was one of those people that, if it got looking old or she had it too many years, she went out and replaced it, type of thing. I'm gonna have to order me some more gold pens. One, only got two. Oh, I got enough. 3, 4, 5. All right, yeah, I got plenty of gold pens. Okay. So yeah, but then they were super uncomfortable. So when we bought the new furniture, we just bought a couple recliners, and my neighbor took my mom's, because they were still in super, super good shape. So Okay, so I'm going to take this. These are the dual metallic gel pens. I love the gold in them. The gold and the silver are my favorite. They have an orange that is absolutely gorgeous too. I'm not crazy about their green and their blue because, again, dual metallic, they're supposed to be two different colors in one. And the blue, when you put it on, actually turns green, and then the green, when you put it on, you want green, so you put the green on and it actually comes out blue. So it's like, ugh, it's just, I don't like it. And the purple is way too dark, and that also comes out blue. So and the black is supposed to be black and red, but it comes out looking like a really super, super dark red. That's all. It doesn't come out looking black. So about the only colors I like in their set is their gold, their silver, and their orange. They got a pink too, but that comes out like majorly bright. And I never color anything that needs a real bright, bright pink. So that's one that gets used very sparingly. So these you can order separately, like open stock. So you can get like 12 packs of like the colors, So I'll just order me a 12 pack of the gold and a 12 pack of the silver. And since I just use them for accents, oh shit, they last forever. Alright, so that's kind of how that turned out. And I'll do this part down here after I color the leaves. I don't want to do it before I color the leaves because, yeah, I just don't like getting glitter all over me when I do it. Yeah. So that came out, like, I think really cool looking. Alright, so let's do some leaves. I'm probably going to do them the same color I did the flowers in the hair, um, but with like a little deeper, like maybe a little deeper bit of orange in them, um, to make them pop out a little bit. But yeah, I'll probably do them the same way I did these. See, these have a little bit of, let it focus, a little bit of orange on them. So I'll probably do, and so does her eyeshadow. So I'll probably do those little ones the same way. We'll just make the orange pop out a little bit more so it doesn't fade into the dress a little bit. Yep, we used a very small color palette. Not intended that way, but that's kind of how it's turned out to be. And that's okay. And remember, when you're doing leaves, they don't all have to look the same, because not every leaf on a tree looks the same. I don't know if that's hair or not, but it's going to be hair now. No, that's a leaf. Well, it's a leaf now. Got all kinds of different things happening here. I don't know if these little things are flowers or if they're leaves, but I think I'm going to turn them into probably itty bitty flowers, because that's what they almost look like. Yep, and if that's not the way it was meant to be, that's what it is now. like I said, I'm thinking about doing the wings the same color as I did the thing around the top of the dress. Thank you, Trevor. Welcome back. I think you were here last time. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? Hi, Tony. How are you today? Welcome back to my channel. We are just sitting here, me and Lori, and sitting here talking and about anything and everything. Sorry about the little bit of a lag. We had some trouble with my internet today, so there is a bit of a lag. Sorry, nothing I can do about it today. I'm hoping it gets better by next stream. Yes, it is grayscale. Yep. We were talking about this earlier. This is a picture off of Facebook. The group is called We Create Dreams. You can go on there and there's a bunch of free downloads, and this is one of them. But they have all kinds of them. You can join the group, and it doesn't cost you anything, you know. It's just a coloring group. And they have free downloads. Thank you so much. I have the camera down down a little further than I'd normally have it, but there's the dress. It's called We Create Dreams. Yep. I love their site. What's the oh my god for? Okay. Yeah, they're a super cool site. I love them. Sorry, concentrating. Yeah, let me know what you think of it, Tony. If I can help anybody out getting color and stuff, that's awesome. It actually goes like this. Some of these leaves are really tiny. It's like, really? You have to make them so tiny for? They're all different shapes. Oh, do you hear that? My stomach's growling, and I'm not hungry. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't feel hungry, but my stomach's growling. I think hubby said we were doing spaghetti tonight for dinner. I love spaghetti. Oh, I think he's cooking. Here's the burger frying. we had turkey for Easter Sunday. Just because I had a turkey in the freezer and didn't really think about what I was going to do Easter Sunday because, got other things happening around here, so didn't even think about that. So I didn't buy nothing special, so it's like, oh, want a turkey? Sure. So we had turkey, and my daughter was still in Washington, or had just gotten home from Washington, one or the other. So I knew she wasn't going to drive all the way out here. So after driving all the way to Washington D.C. and back, um, and my son was busy, so it was just the two of us. So we ended up freezing a lot of the turkey back, um, which is kind of nice because now we can just have like if we want turkey sandwiches or we can have like um, just anything to do with turkey. You can have it in your salad. You can have it any way you want it. It's kind of just like chicken. You can put it in anything. Make turkey soup. Okay. Ow. I think those turned out pretty cool looking. Man, I'm just like really impressed with this picture today. All right, I'm going to push you guys up a little so you can see a little more. Because every time I look at the screen, it's like, wow, that's kind of close. Oh, sorry, I know I'm probably making you sick to your stomach. There you go. There you go. So, Lori, did you see we're going to have like a 70-degree day coming up? I'm so excited. Lori and I live in the same state, y'all. She's not too far away from me. She's about 2 hours. So, yep, I'm all excited. I can't wait. I am so going to open my doors and my windows and air this place out. It's so stuffy from the winter. That's like my favorite thing to do in the mornings in the summertime is get up and open the doors. It's like, oh, it's so good. Get that fresh air. I love my air conditioner, but I'm really hoping this year that it stays cool enough, like in the 70s, that we don't have to run the air conditioner so much because I love my doors and windows to be open and that fresh air just coming in. I sit here all winter long with the doors shut. I don't want to have to shut them in the summertime too. And I mean, I keep my door open and just close the screens on the outside door, but still in all, I want that fresh air. Fresh air, people, fresh air. Yeah, right? I can't wait. I'm all excited. That's getting close to a. We might have to turn on the air thing. But hopefully, it being April, we get a little bit of a breeze with that, and then it'd be a perfect day. Just a small little breeze. Not like hurricane weather, just yep. He's cooking. He turned on the radio. Well, the TV. We have Roku's. All kinds of musical channel things. Oh. Okay, Tony, so what do you think? So I don't know how to pronounce your name. I said Trevor as soon as you came in, but and I'm sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing names. Um, so I'm just gonna call you Tev. Are you coloring? Are you a colorist? Are you just kind of hanging out, or what's happening in your day today? We're just taking it easy over here. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm telling you, they got beautiful pictures over there. Um, I'm not sure, where they come from or who does them, but all I know is they're free downloads, and I'm a happy camper. Nope. So again, I'm using the gold hybrid metallic gel pen. Just because I thought it would look pretty being glittery, considering it looks like wings. And again, somehow we ended up with a very small palette. Right. It's a very cool group. I don't do many things on Facebook, but I was browsing one day and they just popped up. Because, like my daughter will post stuff about my granddaughter and stuff. Because it's basically is what it is it's all family and we just kind of, post things for the family to see. Like I got a nephew graduating this year and instead of sending out invitations to the family, they just posted a thing and said, hey, it's right here. And, make sure your butts come. The whole time my daughter was in Washington, she would post pictures so we could all see the stuff they were seeing. It was kind of cool. So, anyways, I was browsing and came across this group and then told Miss Ange about it. Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, I just don't like to, I don't know, there's so much drama everywhere. I just don't usually join anything on Facebook. But I did join this group, and there are a couple others that I do, but I usually don't post on them or anything because, like I said, I'm just usually on it for the family. I post recipes and stuff, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm not a very social media person, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm on YouTube and stuff, but that's because I've made quite a few nice friends over here, and I'd like to keep in touch with them. And everybody that comes into my stream is considered a friend of mine. I love talking to all of you, so that's the only reason I'm on YouTube. I'm not on it to make money. I'm not on it to be famous or any of that other stuff. I'm just on it to talk to friends and laugh and cut up. And today it's kind of a day, but you know, it happens. It was kind of a spur of the moment. Hey, let's color. Okay, so that's what it looks like without the shine. That's what it looks like with the shine. There's like a lot of glitter. See? I love these pens. And they just flow. These and the Pentel, pretty much all the Pentels. I like the Pentel Crazy Pop and whatever these ones are. What are these ones? These are really juicy. Pentonic is what they're called. Those are really juicy gel pens. Those take a minute to dry because they're so juicy. These pretty much dry right away. Yeah, I think this is on Nina White. I can't remember if she uses the 60-pound or the multimedia. But I know it's the Nina White because she likes the Nina White. Nope, they don't. Yeah, I don't know what they're made of, but they don't go on like so metallic-y that, like you said, they cover the grayscale. No, they show up that way, but like metallic-y and glittery. Yeah, they don't cover up the stuff, which is really, to me, impressive because, Yep, and I love look how glittery that is. Just even before you like show it in the light, you can see just all the glitter. It's just like really cool. Some of them are, yes. The gold, I don't know. It's supposed to be dual metallic. What is this? The gold. The gold is supposed to be. Let me see if I can see it. Okay, no, the gold is just gold. And the silver is just silver. But like the orange one that I really like is, hold on, let me see. Let me get my pens out here. I have them all in a little bin here. These are the specialty ones. These are the ones that I use a lot. Alright, where'd my orange go? There it is. It's in the other one. Okay, so the orange is orange and something yellow. I got glue or something on it. Anyways, it's metallic yellow. So I'll show you what the orange looks like. Let me get a piece of paper. Here, we'll use this one. Oh, I love grayscale. I really do. So we'll do a it's doing that because like I have very little ink left in this one. I'll have to get another one out, but yeah, they just kind of flow like crazy. But like I said, this one's like really super low on ink. So that's kind of the orange one. Hold on, let it focus. And then it's got like that yellow when it gets under the light. But it's really super pretty. Probably should get a new one out and show you because that looks kind of rough. But yeah, the orange one and the gold one and the silver one is like my favorite. I love them. Absolutely love them. Umbrella, Ella, huh? I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Oh my goodness. Can you hear my husband's radio? Is that what you're hearing? Or are you making songs up because it's raining? Got it. He gets me copyrighted. I'm going to be so mad. So these are not, the dual hybrid metallics are not Pentel. I don't think. They might be. Yeah, they might be. I think they are actually. How come you don't like Pentel? Oh, okay, Rihanna. So now all I got to do is this little bit of flowers right here and right here. And then I can say I finished a page today on stream. It only took me 5 hours, but cool. Well, you're welcome. Yes, I have never. Well, I can't say I've never heard of that song, but not that I know of. Well, my granddaughter probably does, but I don't. Right? The greens always turn blue. I get you. I get it. Get it. Get it. Um, Now there is. I'm trying to think. Is it the Pentel? Hold on. Let me look. Let me look. Okay, so this is one of the greens that I do like. And like you said, only ones I found that's green. But it's not fully green. But it is a green. And it is one of my favorites. Um, so if you can let it focus. Come on, focus. You can do it. There you go. So it's like a greenish yellow. Um, it almost comes out like a lemon green or something. Um, but it's super pretty when you need a light green. So yeah, that's the only one I found that actually comes out green. Okay, be careful, drive safe. And that's a crazy pop. But you're right. Like I haven't found a real pretty green. I agree with that 100%. Now, well, hang on. Maybe I'm going to call myself a liar. Well, not a liar, but I forgot about. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't remember if it's just green or if it's two different tones. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna have stuff everywhere. Okay. I'm gonna flip this over because I don't want it to bleed through. Okay. So this is the Pentel Pentonic, and it's supposed to be green. And it actually does come out like a really pretty green. I forgot all about this one. And it is not two-tone, I don't think. Don't let me say that just yet. Hold on. Focus. Oh, come on. Focus. My hand shakes. Anyways, it's a really pretty emerald green. There it goes. It focused. But yeah, it's not blue, and it doesn't have another color with it. It's a really pretty emerald green. And that's the Pentonic. So I kind of did not fit, but forgot about it. I have a ton of like specialty gel pens. Two of the jelly rolls. Yeah, the jelly rolls are okay. Yeah, I like the sparkle. I'm not into um the non-sparkly ones, I guess. So pretty much um the only gel pens I buy anymore are the specialty ones because I don't really care for the regular just non-sparkle gel pen.
Hey, dinner's pretty much ready.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Yep, he just popped a beer. He has one beer a day. And it's at dinner time. They are sparkly. I love sparkly. I'm gonna have to show him my girl. So I'm pretty proud of her. I'm probably thinking I might darken up her skin tone just a little bit though. Because now with her brown hair and everything, she looks a little pale. She's still pretty though. Alright guys, I'm gonna go eat me some dinner. I've been on here like forever today. And get me something good to eat. Let me see if I can get this to where her eyes aren't blinking. There we go. Oh, we used to when the kids were younger, we used to have a glass of milk with dinner. Everybody did. Well, now that we've gotten to where we're older, and no kids, he has a beer with dinner every night. And I'm thinking if that's all he does, I'm a happy camper. But I'm going to get off of here. It's been 3 hours. And yeah, I'll be back in a couple days, you guys. Love you, Lori. I'll be texting you here real quick. So you can tell me about that thing. All right. Thanks, Tawny. Thanks, Trev. And y'all have a good one. We'll see you in a couple days. Bye, everybody.